Howdy folks, Sapper here, aka Sean, and I'm bringing you something a little bit different than what I normally do. I am playing Race for the Galaxy, so you can't really see everything, but here are the cards. Just going to give these guys a quick shuffle, because I just got done playing a game. I actually played, for the first time ever, I played an actual real-life opponent. I've always played solo, up until yesterday, where I actually played somebody else and had a great time. And I have always liked this game, and it had been a while since I played, and we met up. And I mean, this is a guy that I've been playing games with for a little while, and we meet about once a month on average. Sometimes it's more. You know, work life and all that kind of stuff always finds a work and family life and all that always finds a way to interfere with gaming. But yeah, here I am. I had such a good time playing it. And again, Race for the Galaxy has always been one of my favorite games. But I hadn't played it in a while. Decided to try to teach him, and now he had played prior, but you know, this game is notorious for all the symbology, and that it tends to turn people off from games like this. But it was a learning experience. We had a good time, and just got done playing a game where I actually beat the bot on medium, which doesn't happen very often. And I'm gonna set it up and play it again, because it's not too bad. So I'm gonna roll the dice to figure out the starting world. So the purple will be the bot, the yellow will be me. There are 14 start worlds. I've taken some of the more complicated ones out that use... I've taken all the cards out, so I have all three expansions in here. But I have taken out all the cards that deal with anything with the... Prestige. I think this is Prestige, and this is the takeover mechanic. Or it's the combat or the takeover mechanic. I don't know what it is, but I've taken all cards out that have any references to this stuff on there. So I do have cards from all three sets. It's just I've removed some things to make it easy. So let's figure out what start worlds we get. So we get number 1 for the bot, and I will play number 9. So let's go through here. We'll find our start worlds. I believe this start world. So I thought I saw. Oh, here we go. So we've got that minus symbol. I believe this was an expansion pack that you could buy off of Board Game Geek. I don't remember, but these will not be one of the start worlds. So what do we got? 1 and 9. What is that one? That one is 6. That's also 6. And, okay. Yeah, I think this was an expansion pack that you could buy on Board Game Geek that just adds more Star Worlds. And the only reason I'm not using I won't use these for the bot, because the bot, they don't have an AI for these. Alright, so there's the bot. He's going to play Epsilon Eridani, which that's one of the original. Or he could do the Nomad Raiders. I could almost probably do that, because they share similar... But I'm not going to. We'll keep things... not too crazy. It looks like it's going to be in the last. Actually, you know what? I should subtract 1 from each of those, because what I didn't think about is the first start world is a 0. So we'll subtract 1, so the bot gets Old Earth. And I will get... If I find... I don't know if I've gone past 8 yet or not, but... I know I haven't found 9, so I'll stick with 9 probably. Yeah, I'm just winging it, right? I haven't even put any thought into, hey, wait a minute. So there's 9. The Rebel Cantina. Let's see if we find 8 in this last batch of stuff. Nope, we did not. All right. All right, so I am going to be the Rebel Cantina. And these are 14-sided dice, by the way. Yes, you can find some odd sizes on the internet, which I did. So now what we need to do is we need to find the bot chits that correspond to Old Earth, which it looks like, so there's one there. That one you can see how they got the little 0 up there. So that is one of them. Let's just go through and double check. Take my glasses off. That is one. And let's just double check that. These are actually, think about it, these things are kind of genius the way he kind of put these together and managed to figure out some AIs for, all right, that looks like it's it. So it's just those two. Now, I don't know which one, because I find there's two here. I don't know which one. It says it right here. So, Old Earth, after its first trade action, replaces the robot counter $sign with the ×2. So we use the $sign first, and then when you do your first trade action, you remove that one and do that one. So we'll put that there. And then this one goes, I think, this one goes here. All right, so that's that. 12 victory points, so I think that goes there. No, 24, I'm sorry. So 24 victory points, playing on medium difficulty, so 2 of those chits, oh, you can't see those. So you get 2 of these, so whenever it calls to buy a chit, then there's 2 of those available. 24 victory points. When those are gone, the game ends, or when you have 12 cards in your tableau. I'm also playing with goals, if I can remember. So now this is not part of the solitaire game, but I'm going to play with that. So let's look at the goals real quick. I think, all right, let's see here. The first to discard at least 1 card at round end. So that means if you have more than 10 cards in your hand. This bot doesn't discard cards, so I might have to get rid of that one. The first to place a 6-cost development, so you get 3 victory points, 3 victory points. The first person to have 8 cards in your tableau, so developments are worlds, and then that one there is a different. The first to have at least 4 goods in the tableau at the end of a phase. So hopefully I'll remember those. But those will also be in play. Let's see here. Looks like we'll start at 0 credits and 0, I don't remember what that is. But that's your economy, I think. The bot gets 4 cards in his draw pile. I will get 6, and then I have to discard 2. Well, that's probably not getting played anytime soon. Although you may place a military world as a normal world at full cost. All right. That's going to take a long time to build. That. I think I'll throw the Doomed World away. You know what? I would, as much as I would love to do that, that's probably something towards the end of the game. So I'm going to get rid of those 2. All right. So These are how I'm going to mark my actions, or what actions I'm taking, and then of course we roll for the bot, right? All right, so I choose my stuff first. That one's going to be a minus to my military power, which isn't the worst possible thing that could happen, but that could help out with the goods in the tableau, but that's only one for now. So what does that do? I think I kind of want the terraforming robots. So we will do, let's do an explore. We will do the explore, draw 3, keep 2, rather than the draw, what is it? Draw 7, keep 1. And then we'll develop. Now let's see what the bot does. So the bot is going to settle, and then this goes to, I think, this is a copy. So he'll copy my first action from right to left. So he will do a develop. All right. I go first. I will draw 3 and keep 2. Wow, I got a lot of Armaments World, Research Labs. That might be good. I get to keep an extra card. That's definitely good. Mining Robots. Well, I've got 1 Mining World, 2. I think I want the Research Lab, and I'll probably just hold on. This will be money. I'll just hold on to that. Yep. And now the bot. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it looks like you can see it. So the bot just draws 1, puts in his draw pile. Player always goes first, by the way. So if he has something here, even if he has a die here, I will still go first. Even like on this phase right here where I get to share, I will take my action before he takes his action. Of course, he will get the bonus action, but I'll still take my action first. So I'm going to develop. So I get to do that for 1 less. What did I want to do? The Research Labs, I think. But I want to do the terraforming. I think I want to do the Research Labs because when you explore, I get to keep an extra card. So that'll help get my card economy going. So that will cost me 3. We'll pay for that with that. We'll pay for that with that. And we'll do the Empath World. So that cost me 3 points. Or three money, because your cards serve 2. Your cards are your currency as well as whatever you're trying to do, right? So now he gets to do this bottom action as his choice. So if he has 3 money, he buys one of these. He does not have any money. So if he has money, then I will flip out of my draw pile to find a development. He has no money, so basically the bot will ignore his response to my develop. Now the bot will develop. So he will put 1 card in his draw pile, and then it will flip to find a development. So first card, that's probably the best one he could get because it's worth 0 victory points. Now, in response, I can develop. I do not have enough to do anything, so I'm not going to do anything. And then the bot will settle. So he will put 3 cards in his draw pile. And then we will flip to find a world. So first card gets a pretty good one. So there we go. Now, in response, I can settle. I don't have anything, so it's not going to happen. And there you go. That is turn number 1. What do I want to do in response? I think I will explore since I can take advantage of that bonus. I will get to keep, what is it? Draw 3, keep 2 is normally, so now I'll get to draw 3 and keep all 3 of them. And I think I will probably just develop again. Alright, and the bot will settle, and then he will do, what was, let's look real quick. No, that's the wrong rule book. After the first trade action, place its robot counter money with the ×2. That is a, no, that's a consume action. So that's not a trade action, so I don't get to replace that counter. Alright, so draw 3, keep 3. Alright, ooh, these are always great. These are where you get your main points from, but again, this is real early. But I get to keep all 3 of them. It's going to be a minute, I think, before, and then the bot just gets to draw a card. Now I can settle. So that one would cost 3. These I can't do anything with. I think the terraforming robots might be my best bet. So that'll cost me 2. I will Merchant Guild. Ah, that's a good one. That is really good. Alright, so I'm going to do that. It's going to cost me 3. So I'm going to pay for it with that. That. And as much as I hate to get rid of the Merchant Guild, because that could be really good, I'm going to get rid of that one. In response, the bot has no money. He cannot do anything. Alright, so the bot will draw 3, flip to find a world, which he does. Actually, you know what? Let me just double check. I think that is a non-military world. I don't know if he can do that. Yep, non-military, so that does not count. That one does, though, and that one hurts because it is a big one. Now I may settle in response. I do not have the money to pay for it, so I will do nothing. So the bot will get 2 points for each. What is that? I think it's economy. The economy size, yes. So he'll get 2 VPs for every economy. His economy is 0, but then I actually move it over 1. So we will do that. If I have money, hold up, let me look at that. No, I think that's the, yeah, that's the bottom one. So that's it. And then I do not have any consume actions, so I don't get to do anything. I need cards so I can do stuff. So we'll go here. I'm going to get to keep 3 cards. I still will not be able to afford that. There's no telling what I'm going to draw. I will, you know what, I will do the settle option just in case I get a cheaper planet. Even if all 3 of my cards, I won't be able to buy that. But all right, looks like he is going to do the same thing we did last turn. All right, draw 3, keep 3. I don't have any military. Actually, I can use the Rebel Cantina. That might be one of the ones that I do. But I get to keep all 3 of these. The bot will just put a card in his draw pile. I place a world, a military world as a normal world for full cost. I cannot do that with the alien world. So the aliens are the yellows. So I can play this. It doesn't give me any benefits whatsoever other than 2 victory points. I do get a good. And then if later on there's something that shows up that has the uplift keyword in it, which are normally the 6 cost developments. There are developments that have these keywords on it. I can get points for that. Yeah, I will play you. It's going to cost me 2. Do that, and then you just take a card from the top of the deck and put underneath there to show that there is a good on that world, because that is a windfall world. Now the bot, if he has money, would do something, but he doesn't have money, so he doesn't react to my action, but he will do 3 cards. Flip to find a world. There's one of those cards I was talking about. All right, this is going to go in the garbage, thankfully. So you would get 3 victory points for every uplift world with the gene symbol, and then you would get 2 points for an uplift card. So this card would have worked really well with that. However, it goes in the garbage. We're looking for a non-military world. Ugh, I'm glad these are getting thrown away. There we go. That goes right there. I can, you know what I did not do? I didn't do this. I didn't draw my card when I placed the uplift, so I will draw it now. There we go. I can settle. Man, you know what? Like this card here, I could play that. That would have worked really well with that card. One of the other things about this game, besides all of the different symbology that you see on here, is just kind of being familiar with the cards that are in the game. Like, I'd forgotten about that card. There's so many of these, because these are what you're chasing after, right? The 6-point developments. Like, kind of card knowledge really helps, and that just comes with playing the game. But it's still fun, even if you don't have the card knowledge, because, you know, you always stumble into stuff. Do I want to play that? It's only worth a victory point at the end of the game. I think I will not play that, because I need to accumulate cards so I can play stuff. He will get 2 victory points because his economy size is 1, and then his economy grows by 1. I can consume, because I have a thing on here. Do I have any consume powers? Draw 1 card for each rebel world in your tableau. Well, that is a rebel world, so I can draw a card. I don't know if I did that last time. I can trade in an alien good, which I do not have. That is a genes. I think green is the gene. Yeah, that's a genes good, so I cannot do anything with the consume. But I forgot to do that last time. He did the ×2, but you know what? It's the you snooze, you lose rule, so I'm not going to do it now. Alright, 3 cards in my hand. God, I keep getting military stuff, which I really don't want. I think what I'll do is I'll explore, get 3 cards, and then play New Earth. So I'll do an explore and settle. Let's see what the bot gets. He's going to get money, and or that's trade, I believe, and develop. Alright. What do we got? Draw 3. Keep 3. So I'll keep all 3 of those. I don't know if you can see those. You can barely see those. I probably ought to... I think I'm alright. You guys don't need to see my hand, or do you? Let's see. He will just draw a card in response. So that's that. Let's do this a little bit just so that you can see. All right, and there's my hand right there. All right, he is going to develop, but I get to do develop first. I don't get to take advantage for the -1 to develop cost. I can play, what do I have? I only have these 2 things, and it's all military based. I don't really need to focus on military because I have this Rebel Cantina, which allows me to play military cards, military planets as normal planets at full cost. However, if I have a military, it'd probably be better to be able to play these. I think I'll play this one, and then I'll get rid of I'll pay for it with drop ships, which is funny, right? So I have a rebel world, but I have the Imperium kind of encroaching in on it. That's one of the other things too that I find interesting in this game, is just to kind of look at your tableau and kind of imagine the galaxy that you're kind of creating. So we're starting out in a rebel world, Rebel Cantina. We're focusing on some terraforming. We have some research labs going. We have discovered an avian uplift race, and we also have some Imperium troops kind of trying to move in. There we go. Let's move this over a little bit. I don't think I get any developed powers. Nope. So I don't get anything development-wise. The bot, if he has 2 money, he would buy a chip, but he does not. So he will put one in his discard or his draw pile, and he is going to flip to find a development. Nope. So he gets the contract specialists. And that is that. All right, so I can settle now. Let me see. I get +1 military and +1 military additional to place a rebel military world. That is a rebel military world. So I could place you for free because I have 2 military now. So going with the theme with the Rebel Cantina, I think I'll put some Rebel Miners down. And I get to draw a card after settling. So I will do that. The bot has no money, so he does nothing in response as far as settle goes. And now, first trade is done, so that goes away, but he will gain 2 money. He will score victory points 1 times his economy size, so he will get 2 victory points. And that's it. Now I can trade. I think. I don't think I get to do that. I don't have any trade actions anyway, so I can't do anything with that. So we'll just leave it at that. There's always these little situations that come up that you're just like, I'm not really quite sure what to do. But we won't stress too hard about it. All I have are worlds. But I'm going to need stuff to play them. I think I might try to get New Earth down. Let's double check. That needs 8. That's the first person to discard. The bot can't do that. Maybe I'll just take that one out. Sometimes some of these don't make sense. Nobody has a 6-point development, and nobody has 4 goods. I have 1 good. The bot can't. You know what? Let's just pretend the bot has. Here, let's do this. The bot doesn't normally do this, but all right. So he's got a good. And you know what? With the production action, he might have gotten a good on that, but whatever. Whatever. Maybe we should take this card out too, right? Let's take that one out too. This is just one of those cases where we're just making stuff up as we go. But these 2 he can get, so. All right, we are going to explore, and we probably want to settle because we have a handful of worlds. So we'll do that. He is going to match, and then it looks like if I roll the robot, he goes to the ×2, so he's going to get a ton of victory points. He will get 4. Alright, so let's do my thing. I will get 3, draw 3, keep 3. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, there we go. Let's see here. Draw 3, keep 3. Yep, and then he will draw 1. Done. Super simple. Alright, I can settle. I've got that, which will give me a +1 bonus. So I could play them. That's only worth 1 victory point. Is it worth it? Probably not. Kind of want this one. Both of these two are kind of desirable just because he gets a good. But that 3 victory points is kind of nice. So that's going to cost me 5. 1, 2. 3. I cannot play Terraforming Robots because you can only have 1 copy, so I might as well do that one 4. And let's do that 5. So we will play New Earth. And then I will draw a card. The Ancient Race. Alright, good deal. The bot, does he have money? He does. So I think he has 2. So I will flip to, or give myself 2 cards. The bot will give himself 2 cards. And he will flip to find a world. Non-military. No, unfortunately, it's that one. And then you will pay 1 money for it. So there we go. That sucks. That's 4 victory points. I think I'm probably going to lose this game. It's kind of not looking good for me. So bot will also settle. He will draw 3 and flip to find a world. I'm pretty sure that he is probably going to... Actually, let's put these over here. Let's get these little guys out of the way. And there we go. That's what he does. I can settle if I would like. I do not have enough cards in my hand. I cannot pay for that, so can't do it. Then the bot will consume. He gets 2 times his victory, his economy, so he will get 4. So that gives me 8. Or it gives the bot 8, and then his economy size will grow by 1. I cannot consume because I can't consume anything with, or excuse me, I can. I never saw that. So actually I can. So, doesn't matter. Not super important, but I can trade in that for a victory point. So that's what happens. Somebody at home was probably, or will be yelling at their TV screen after I upload this. Hey, you've got a good that you can sell. So, yeah, all right. So done. I guess I'm going to explore because I need cards. I have nothing but worlds in my hand. So, hold on. I will do that one instead of that one because that gives me a card. Good thing I saw that. New Earth. There we go. There's another world. I need something that triggers uplift. Actually, yeah. Yeah, we'll settle. And the bot, man, he keeps rolling that money, I'm telling you. Not looking good for me. So draw 3, keep 3. That one might be good. Colony ship may discard this card from your tableau to place a world at 0 cost. Cannot be used to place alien worlds. So if I get a big, that would have been good for New Earth a while back. The bot will get a card. Alright, let's see. I'm going to settle. That tourist. That's the one that's going to give me the most bang for my buck. I cannot quite get him into play. I only have 1 military. Oh, actually I could play that for its full cost. So I think I will play that. I'll do the refugee world and I will do the ancient race. Aquatic uplift race. And we will get a good because it's a windfall world. I'll just put my victory point right there. The bot has money, so he gets 2 cards, and he'll flip to find a world, non-military. That's a military. Glad that's not going into his hand. Military, military, military. Ooh, I'm glad. I don't know if you can see that. I'm glad he's not getting that one. Alright, you will get the Gateway Station. Thinned out his hand a little bit. And then he will pay 1 money for it. That's the rules. Alright. So now he will settle. So he will draw 3. Flip to find a world. Nope. Yes. So that is a volcanic world. That looks kind of like the one that Anakin Skywalker lost his legs on. So that's, we'll say, I don't remember the name of the world. There's a Star Wars nerd out there someplace that's probably like, it's this. I don't remember what world it was. It's not important. I can settle. I do not have. I don't have enough cards in my hand to do that, so I will not settle because I can't. Gain 2 money. We will get 3 victory points. And what are we at? We're at 8, so that gives us 11. Yeah, the bot is bot's gonna win. Trade. I don't have any trade. I don't have any trade powers, so I cannot use my 1 good. Well, let's explore again. This game is turning out way different than the game I played before. It's kind of interesting to see how that kind of works sometimes. We will develop, because I want to see if I can do this colony ship. And bot action is the ×2, and the asterisk is the, so he will develop as well. All right. Let's see here. We will draw 3 and keep all 3 of them. Man, look at that, leaning heavy into the... Unfortunately, I can't use the colony ship to get that one because it's an alien. Which would be great because that's 3 victory points. Bot gets card. I'm going to develop. It will cost me 1. Probably ought to throw this guy away because it's probably unlikely that I'm going to get that into play. I do not have the military. Well, I do have the Rebel Cantina, or I could play this. Let's get rid of these gem smugglers. Although the smuggling fits in with the whole Rebel theme, it's not going to happen. Colony ship gets played. Alright, I had to pause for a second, so I think I placed the colony ship. The bot does not have 3 money. You do have money, so he will flip to find a development. I'm sure there's a 6-point development waiting somewhere. Nope. I got lucky on that one, because that usually happens that way. And now he will develop. He does not have 2 money. He goes to his hand. He will flip to find a development. Ooh, boy, that's a nice one. I would have loved to have had that in my hand to use the colony ship on. Actually, I can't because it's an alien world. There's always a catch. All right, well, it looks like he has 12 cards in his tableau. That is one of the things that triggers the end. So I will finish out the round basically, and I know I'm going to get hammered on this. I can develop in response. I have nothing. I have no development cards in my hand, so that goes. He is going to get 6 victory points. Where are we at? We're at 11, so that gives me 17. Increases his economy size by 1. Well, that's consume, right? I can use my 1 consume power. to, that one would have been a good one, to gain a victory point and 1 card in my hand. And that is it. So now I've got these nice little score sheets that I found on Board Game Geek years and years ago to kind of figure out scoring for the solitaire game. So we'll go ahead, put my name on there as Sap. Well, so let's look here. I've done, you can see, kind of see how many games I've played. I filled that one out. There's 5 on there. This one I actually wrote on the back because it had been so long I'd run out of sheets. So there's 10 games. This looks like that's just 3. So I've played quite a few games of this. All right, so the date is the 10th of October. And the year of our Lord 2022. Difficulty was medium. Starting worlds. Me is Rebel Cantina. Which is not necessary, but you know, it kind of help. You know, when I look over these every so often, it's only when I play the game do I actually look back at my old score sheets. But kind of makes me laugh because sometimes I'll write a little comment down on the bottom. You know, like I was beaten by Johnny 5, or I was beaten by the T2000, or I was beaten by Hal. So we will do the, who is our robot? We can do MST3K, so we will do Crow or Tom Servo. Do you want to do Tom Servo or Crow? We have Gypsy, Tom Servo, Crow, and there's another robot or two, which I don't remember, but we'll go with Crow first. So we tally up the world victory points, so that's 2, 5, 10, 12, 16, 18, 19, 20. Ugh. Yeah, I am going to get beat really bad. The game that I just played, I beat him by 6 points. That doesn't happen too often, but I'll take a victory when I can get it. Development points, 0, 1, 2, 3. This doesn't include the 6-pointers because there is a spot down here for 6-pointers. Luckily, he doesn't have any 6-pointers. That's probably one of the first times he hasn't. And he doesn't have any victory chips either. So then you look here, that's victory points. So he has 10, 17 victory points. So 17, and then this is the sum, the sigma, right? So that is 40. And then this is for tiebreaker. So you get 1 for every money that you have, and then for your economy size is 4. So if we both get 40 points, then we go to the tiebreaker. I don't think it's going to come down to that. I think he's beaten me pretty good. And I forgot to do the goals, but it doesn't matter because I don't even think if I had both of those goals, I would win. All right, let's get these. There we go. And now, let's total up the old sapper. Let's total up Sean's victory points, which are going to be pretty easy. I didn't even get a 6-point development into play. Worlds, 0, 2, 3, 6, 8. Developments, 2, 4, 5, 6. 6-point developments, 0. Total victory or victory points, 2. So it looks like I got 16. And then the tiebreaker for me is goods remaining on worlds, which nobody has any because I used one, and then cards in hand. I had 5 cards in hand, I think. I'll say we had 5 cards. Doesn't matter because we don't go to a tiebreaker because it ended up being 40 to 16. So that was a pretty handy beating. That might be the, let's look. Let's see. So Crow, and we'll put MST3K because who knows? I might not remember that. I'm pretty sure I would remember that, but you never know. I didn't write down the, let me see who won over here. That was the bot. So we'll put bot. So 40 to 16, that is a 24-point difference. Let's see what we got. Oh, there was a tie. Sometimes, oh, look at that. The tiebreaker was the, Hal won the tiebreaker. That kind of sucks. What did I say the difference was? 24? That was a 24 point difference. So it's not the worst beating I've received. Oh, I did that there too. I won. That was a 34 point beat down that he gave me. Differential. So yeah, I have been beaten worse. Let's see if that's my lowest score. Nope, I only got 14 there. So anyway, that's Race for the Galaxy. It is a fun game. There is a little bit of a learning curve just because of all the different symbols and stuff. But I think it's totally worth it. And it is one of my favorite games. There's very few games that I've played as much as this. And Solitaire, I've only played one game opposed, so. But let's look at my finishing world. And you know, I've often thought that like if you were doing some kind of RPG and you were trying to do some world building, like you could play a game of this. If it was a sci-fi game, right? You could do a session of this and see how your world shakes out. So we've got some rebel activity somewhere in a corner of a galaxy. They're doing some kind of research, but they're also working diligently to terraform any other worlds that they come across. And in the process of that, they discovered a world with an avian uplift race. At some point in time, the Imperium gets involved with some troop activity. We've got some rebel miners out there. We sent a colony ship out, which never found anything because we never got a chance to settle on a planet. But also in our little corner of the galaxy, we did found New Earth, and we also discovered an aquatic uplift race. So we found some avians and some aquatic. So we found an air planet or a gas planet with some avians on it, and then we found a water planet or a liquid, not necessarily water, but a liquid planet that also has aliens on it. So I just built a small galaxy right there. So that game, you could use that game for this, but I enjoy this game, and I hope y'all enjoyed the playthrough, and thanks for watching.